Right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our online C++ class. We're trying out Zoom for the very first time. I am an MS Teams guy, and I hope you don't mind the Zoom lesson. It's just to give you guys another platform to work with, all right? Now, I must thank Luke. I'm not sure if you hear Luke. If you hear, unmute yourself and just say hi.
Hi.
Yay! Hi, Luke. Hi, Luke. How are you, Luke?
Good, and you, sir?
Well, thank you. Thank you for the request. Even if I get just one, that's how desperate I am. I'll have a class. Okay. So thank you, Luke, for that. Luke, do you have any special requests?
No, not
No.
really.
Okay. All right. So I'm just answering Chantel's question. Chantel hasn't submitted assignment 1. And I just want to mention to her that assignment 1 is due tomorrow. That's the extension, Chantel. And Chantel, if you can see my shared screen, I'd like you to access all the YouTube videos on the side out here for you to answer assignment 1. All right. Now, Chantel, is there any particular question from assignment 1 that you'd like me to answer? And I'd like to continue with assignment 2.
No, may you please continue with assignment 2?
You want assignment 2? Okay. All right, I'll do that. Nabil, which question from assignment 2 you'd like me to?
Okay, so the last time I joined, we did the first 30 questions and I was fine with that. So
yes.
So the first 30 I was fine with.
Okay. So
no,
last
I
week,
haven't looked at the
next
okay.
30.
Continue.
Okay. Yeah. So last week I had a video on, let me go to that one. So this is the lovely thing about recording. You can play your recording from last week. Nabil, by any chance, are you able to see? Just tell me if you can't see my shared screen. Oh, it says on the top you're sharing the screen. Oh, this is cool. I like Zoom. By the way, it also allows me to send it off to YouTube. That'll be cool. I wonder if I could do that. But then I'll be let's see, where's that? More live on YouTube. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not go for it? Okay, so let's access my YouTube account. Maybe I'll increase the number of viewers on my online C++ class. Okay, so Nabil, if you looked at the Zoom recording, I explained questions 31 to hey, preparing to live stream the meeting. Wow, this is cool. Let me check it on my YouTube channel as well. So Nabil, if you look at my YouTube channel, it would be out there. Okay, so it's cool. It's out there. Yay, that's nice. Okay, so let that carry on in the background. Now, Nabil, so if we looked at oh, how do I do this, Nabil, in the background? I now like to go to my YouTube meeting controls. Let's go to YouTube, Nabil. And share screen again. And if you go to YouTube, Nabil, you'd be able to find it in C++. And I think it was last week, C++ arrays and structs. Would you like me to post this in the chat, Nabil? It was last week's date was the 4th. No, this is 20th. May 20th. Today is the. No, man, that can't be it. Nabil, but it's out there. I'll find it for you. And Nabil, I think it is, there's it, May 8th, assignment 2 question discussion, Q&A. Nabil, are you able to see it?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, great. Just tell me what's on your screen there, Nabil. I'm in Zoom.
I think this was the previous one. No, this is the one that I attended. Yeah.
You attended that one. That's 8th of May. So 7 and 8 is 15th. So let's
It's
look at the 15th.
It was 14th May.
14th May. Okay. Let's see. 14th of May. This could be it. Why does it say posted on the 20th? Yes, there we go, Nabil. It says C++ arrays. Oh, today is right. There we go, Nabil. Please tell me if you can see that, Nabil.
Yeah, I can see it's running.
Yeah, right. So would you access that? I'll put that in the chat, right? I'm going to share that. I'm going to copy this. So that would explain. How do I go to my chat here? Right, there's my chat. Chat. Oh, I got to learn how Zoom works, Nabil. I think next week we'll have another Zoom session, and Nabil, where's that? Where's the chat? Anybody can tell me where's the chat for me to post?
Nick, on the left side of share screen.
Alt H, right? Alt H. Thank you. I'm a Teams guy. I'm a Teams guy. Control V. Oops. Let me do the stop share and the chat. Nabil, Control V, right. Nabil, there's the link in the chat, Nabil.
Okay,
All
perfect.
All right. So let me take any question, Nabil. I'd like to get into it. Let's get into it now. Let's open up code blocks and help me, somebody. Luke, which question are you having difficulty with?
So I'm okay for now, to be honest.
Honest, question 2.
I'm just here
two.
to get. I'm just here to get tips.
Okay, sure. Chantel, can I take a question?
No, I'm listening.
You're listening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind revising a question from last week as well.
Okay, can you assist me with one program?
Sure. Which one? Which program?
A program to display the highest value in an array.
Okay. So is that from question? That's question 2.
It's a question that I've come across.
Okay. So you want the highest number in an array?
Yes.
Right. So that actually reminds me of question 2 from assignment 2. Consider the following code segment that finds the maximum value stored in an array named grade of size numels. What is the missing line of code indicated by the blank line? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to open up my code blocks, create a new project, console application, C++, and it's maximum number. So I'm going to find the maximum number in an array. Next, finish. And hey, where's my view? Let's go to view manager. Right, there we go. Right, so I clicked on view and I clicked on manager and it'll give me the workspace. So I'm going to take, because I'm stuck for time, I'm going to copy this question. Let's copy this. Control C, and I'm going to paste it out here. Control V. Now, believe it or not, I've actually answered this question last week, so I'm going to open it up. It's assignment 2, question 2. There's the max. So that's what you would have done, right? Now, I sound like a person on a cookery show, Nabil, where I've pre-prepared some meals and I've started working and now, or cooking, and here I have taken it, right? So Nabil, if you look carefully, this is what I am displaying out on screen. So you asked me, how do I display the maximum value in an array? So in my case, let me just take, let me add more numbers to that. So I'm going to state that I have an array called grade. The maximum value in the array grade is 10. So it's going to take on 10 values. Let me just put on a little more. 3, 56, 78. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. I've got 10 elements. So in line number 8, Luke and Chantel, I'm assigning values to my array. And this is array subscript 0, which is 7, array subscript 1, which is 5, array subscript 2, 12, and it goes all the way array subscript 9, which is 78. Now, Nabil asked me, he wants to find the maximum of element in an array. And in order to do that, I need to compare two values in any array. And I'm going to start by assuming that I have the maximum in array subscript 0. So I'm going to take the value, whatever it is, and store it in array subscript, from array subscript 0 into a variable called maximum. Then I'm going to compare each element or each subscript of the array to this value. So I'm going to start by saying, is the value 7, is it more than the previous value, which is not previous, the next value, which is 5? If it is, I must swap it around. If it's not, I must leave it alone. Nabil, you following?
Yes, I am.
Right, great. So that's what happens in line number 13. I run the array, the loop. Notice, oh, there's something else now, Nabil. I'm running for I equals 1, and I'm 1 less than the maximum number of values in there. So let's build and run. Let's go and build and run project. Build and run. But Nabil, just tell me if you can see the output, the black screen out there.
Oh, no.
No, then I
Showing
need
the
to,
code blocks code.
Yeah, it's just giving the code blocks. Okay, let me stop sharing and share the screen with the code blocks. So now you'd be able to see the output, Nabil.
Yeah, I do.
Right, and what does it say, Nabil?
It's 2000. The maximum value is 2000.
Now, Nabil, I'd just like you to verify it. If I was in class, I would have done a magic show. Let's look at all the values out there. 7, 5, 12, 78, 2000, 44, 500, 3,
It's showing the screen. It's showing the black screen.
Oh, sorry. How do you show both the black screen and I did it earlier on and it worked like a dream. It worked like a dream. Let me build and run again. See, MS Teams, hey, you can, it's magic. It works like a dream. Maybe I have to go back to MS Teams. Yeah. Nabil, are you able to see both screens?
Nope, only the code screen.
Oops. Okay, let me do a stop share. I have to try this out, Nabil. We've got to work and make sure that both you can see both. Now, now you'll only be able to see the output screen.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know the maximum is 2000, right? I don't want to, right? So let's go back to the code. Let's go back to code blocks. This is so weird. I know it worked earlier on. So let's look at it now, Nabil. 7, 5, 12, 78, 2000, 44, 500, 3, 56.
No, now it's showing. Okay, yeah.
Okay, now what you're seeing the code, huh?
Correct.
Right. Nabil, is 2000, you know a little bit of mathematics, not a little bit, you should know a lot. Nabil, is 2000 the maximum value?
Yeah, it is.
Right. So you see that my code works, right?
Okay. Why is maximum being stored in grade 0?
Right. It's actually maximum takes on the value of grade subscript 0 in the beginning. You see, Nabil, if we need to find the highest number, you can think of it as bubbling up to the top. So it needs to compare it to something. I not necessarily could have had it started at 0. I could have made this -1, right? -1. If I build and run now, it's going to work, I hope. Right, let's do a build and run. Build and run. And then, oh, you can't see the other screen. It works, it gives me 2000. Right, Nabil? Let me do the share. Let me do the stop share and share the output screen. Yay, right? So it shows me 2000. So let me go back to new share. I need to share. Yay. Please tell me now, Nabil, you can see both.
No, Tonio. Yeah, now it's both. Yeah.
Ah, yay, I got the right one, Nabil. Right. So can you see, Nabil, I stored maximum value to be -1. You check that out?
Yeah.
And it gave me the same answer. Let me put this to be -999. Let's build and run. Let's build and run. And it should give me 2000 again, right? You want to take a bet with me, Nabil?
No, I trust you.
Oh, okay. You know, man, take a bet with me, then I'll win the money, man. Hey. Nabil, can you check this out, Nabil?
Yeah, it's the same.
It's the same thing. So if, on the other hand, Nabil, I went and made maximum to be 5,000, do you think it would have given me, well, the maximum would be 5,000, but it wouldn't give me the maximum in the elements of the array. So this is where you think of your strategy, your algorithm. How are you going to work the code out? Now think of it like this, Nabil. The algorithm to solve this problem, if you had a row of numbers, or if you had a number of notes, a 10 Rand note, a 20 Rand note, a 30 Rand, 50 Rand note, a 100 Rand note, a 200 Rand note, you could only compare two numbers at a time, or two notes of money. Correct, Nabil?
Yes.
You can only do two things at a time. So whenever if you compare the first note, and it was in the order of, or let's say 7, 5, 12, you're comparing 7 to 5, 5 and 12, 12 and 78, 78 and 2000. But you are taking one number and you are pulling it up all the way, right? So that's the algorithm. Now that we're there, let me change this to be 5,000, and I'm changing the word maximum to minimum, M-I-N-I-M-U-M. Now maybe you'd be able to see what I'm talking about, Nabil. And can you see the sign out here? I'm going to change it to less than minimum. Right? So let me talk you through the, hello? M-I-N-I-M-U-M. Nabil, you with me?
Yeah.
Right. So let me talk you through what I'm doing now, Nabil. This time, I want to find the minimum value in the array. So I'm starting off by saying, I'm thinking the opposite now. I'm going to store 5,000 in a variable, and I'm going to compare it to the first element in the array, which is 7. If 7 is less than 5,000, then I want the minimum value to take on 7. And it's going to go through the array like that. It's going to continue on throughout all the elements of the array. So let me run this program, build and run. Build, oops, see out, sorry, I should have changed this value here. The minimum. Nabil, you with me? You still with me, Nabil?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to do a build and run. And Nabil, please tell me you can see both screens.
Yeah, both are showing.
And what's the minimum value, Nabil?
3.
Yay! Nabil, there's a reaction on the Zoom there where you can do a clap hands and.
Yeah, I don't use Zoom, okay, but I do see it.
Okay, if you don't use the clap hand reaction, you can clap. Luke, give me a clap.
I sent the clap, did it not come through?
Oh, okay,
I gave a clap. I gave a clap. I'll give another one.
Oh, okay,
Live
thank you. Right, so I think Luke, Nabil was testing to see whether I know how to calculate the maximum value and the minimum in an array. Huh, Luke?
You should be testing us.
Exactly, I should be testing you, okay? But I want to give you a little bit more value for money. You are coming on to spending Friday night with me. So if Nabil asks me for the maximum of the array, I will give you the maximum and the minimum. So this is a teaching strategy for learning programming. If you want to find out how the maximum works in the array, find out the opposite as well. And that will consolidate your knowledge of the algorithm, the recipe in order to work with it, right? It's like if you're a cook, if you want to prepare, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Luke, an anda. Nabil will know what's an anda. You know, these big pots of food. Before you start making the big pot of food, you should make a small pot of food, right? So if you can work for 10 elements, now you can work for 100 elements. This algorithm will work for it, right? Nabil, does that answer your question in order to calculate the highest value or the lowest value in an array?
Yes, it does.
Good. Chantel,
And then if we
yes, go ahead,
can
Nabil.
ask on, if we were to manipulate the program to where it asks us to enter values.
Right. Good question. So now you want to ask the array, you want to put elements into the array by asking it, right? So for I equals, we're starting off by position 0, I less than numels, N-U-M-E-L-S, N-U-M-E-L-S, I plus plus, oopsie, the wrong place, I plus plus. So Luke and Chantal, now Nabil says he wants, I don't know if Palisa has joined us. Now he wants to, instead of me putting in all these values, I must go and enter the values into the array. Now, any array, last week, and or sorry, it was the week before, I defined an array to be a data structure having a definite starting point, a definite ending point, and we access each element of the array by means of a subscript. So I'm just going to put in curly brackets out here. C out, oopsie, C out, always very respectful. Please enter in a value for array, right? For the array. A-R-R-A-Y, right? And it's going to be, please enter in a value for array, S-U-B-S-C-R-I-P-T, subscript I, E-N-D-L. Then I'm going to say C in, and Nabil, the question to you, how do we access an array? How do we call it? What do we call it over here? Nabil, did I lose you? Nabil, Prinavin calling Nabil, are you there? Hi, Nabil. Luke, are you there?
Isn't it I?
Yes, see, it's the name of the grade subscript I, right? So what's going to happen, it's going to store all my values in this array, right? So it's correct. There we go. So it's starting at position 0, it's less than 10, I++, and store it inside grade. So let's build and run. C in grade subscript I. What's the story here? Grade was not declared in the scope. GRADE. Let's do a build. Let's do a build here. It's telling me array was not declared. A grade I++. I seems to be encountering a problem out here. For I equals 1, let's just start this off at position 1. Let's see if that would take it. Build and run, build and run. There's a problem here.
At position 8. Line 8, sorry.
Line 8, line 8. Yeah.
Don't we need to declare the array?
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm not starting on. Let's leave that at position 0. I didn't declare array. Yeah, thank you. And it is 10. Thank you. I'm looking for, if I started the array off at the correct, right. Build and run. Let's do a build and run. Thank you. There we go. Nabil. So it says, please enter in a value for array subscript 0. And I'm going to put in 100. Please enter in a value for array subscript 1, which is 45. Please enter in a value for subscript 2, which is 8. Please enter in 55 minus 5, 50, 100, and 50 again. And the last, there we go. Nabil, does it answer your question, Nabil?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Right. Great. Now that you answered how do we enter values into the array, I want to show you, Nabil, how you display values from the array, right? So it's very simple, not simple, just take the same purpose of entering values, Control C, and let's go to Control V. Watch this, instead of saying C in, I'm going to say C out. Change that around. Grade subscript I, and I'm not going to say please enter in a value, so I'm going to say array subscript, and let's take out that end line from there, and let's leave a little bit of a space, and after that I'm going to say end line. So Nabil, I'm just putting in some comments out here. Input, processing, output. I'm not sure if I mentioned this to you. It's in my videos. Any program must have input, processing, and output. Well, not exactly, sometimes you can just have output, but those are two simple programs, very, very simple ones. If I build and run, you'll see I've got an input statement, I've got an output statement. Let's make life easy. It's going to be 10, it's too many. Let's put 5 there, right? Makes life a little easier. Oops, I should have put numels there. NUMELS. There's the reason for having a constant. So instead of me going and putting in 10, 10, 10, I use constant out there, find and replace. So let's just run the program, see what it does. Build and run. Please enter in a value for array subscript 0, which is 45. Please enter in a value for array subscript 1, which is 88. Please enter in a value for array subscript 2, 56. Please enter a value for array subscript 3, which is minus 80. Please enter in a subscript for array subscript 4, which is 500. Have a look at my output. So can you see, there's my input, there's the output statement. Oh, and the minimum is minus 80. Nabil, am I correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Can you see how this program is now becoming, when I say a little more complicated? Here's my input, here's my processing, here's my output. Okay, Nabil?
Yeah.
Right. Luke, how are you doing, Luke?
I'm doing quite well, thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. And Chantal, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm
Okay.
understanding.
You're understanding, right? Okay, Chantal, tell me what have you picked up in this program?
What?
What did you pick up? What's something new that you picked up out here? And Luke, get ready. I'm going to ask you that.
Nothing much.
There must be something.
Not yet. Maybe by the end of the lesson.
Okay, Luke, what did you pick up that's new to this in this program?
The way you explain the comparison, that
Okay,
when you
the
use
comparison.
example of the money notes.
Yes. Okay, so in this case, you can think of, there's the money notes. If you can think of 45 Rand, 88 Rand, or let's do it money now. Let's put in money. I see you all like money now, right? Let's put in money. Please enter in a Rand value. Rand, how's that? Luke, Rand value for a subscript. So we're no longer going to have, you'd like to see the money, right? So it's array, the Rand value is, right? And, right, so don't worry about the word grade, right? It's just going to give me, let's build and run this program. So Luke told me a nice thing, he likes money and he wants to talk about the money value. So please enter in a Rand value for array subscript. So it's 10 Rand, 80 Rand, 60 Rand, 85 Rand, 1,000 Rand. Now I can only compare 10 and 80. But before I compare 10, I got to have a value that I'm going to compare it to. So I'm taking in a value of 5,000. I'm comparing 5,000 to 10. If I look at it in line number 18, let me move the screen a little bit. So 5,000 is being compared to 10. 10 is indeed less than 5,000. So no change takes place. I go and look at 80. I'm looking at 80 and I'm comparing it to the minimum value of 5,000. And it goes on and on and on. If 5,000 is, let's see what happens. And the minimum value is indeed 60. Let's look at what I've entered in. No.
10.
10. There's an error here. Oh, all I did was change it into money. 10. Yeah, because guess what? Where am I start processing from? I'm processing from position 1. I should have started processing from position 0. Nabil, Luke, Chantal, check it out. That's a logical error in the program. Nabil?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you see it. Chantal, do you also see it?
Yes, I also see it.
Yes. Luke?
I do see it.
Yeah, right. So the important point from this lesson is all your array subscripts, Luke, must start from position 0, right? So let me run it again. I have to show it to you and prove that it works. This is what I love programming. I've got a moderator out here to see that it indeed works. So 10, let's take 12, 400, 800, 1,000. there. The rand value is, the minimum value is 10. So what happens here? It takes 10. Is 10 less than 5,000? True. Can you see I started position 0, array subscript 0, and it makes the minimum, the first value of the array, which is 10. And it goes on and on and on. The previous loop started at position 1, so it ignored the first value. Nabil?
Yes, I'm with you.
Chantal? Let me tell you something about programming. I've been in programming for a number of years, 1986 to be precise. And I learned more from my errors and my mistakes in programming than from getting something right. So here's proof of the pudding out here that I went and played around with this loop variable. I wanted to start from position 1, and I said no. And it so happened that in my test data, I had started from position 10, or not position 10, array subscript 0, which was 10. 10 was definitely the lowest number, and it didn't work out. Okay, does it answer your question, Nabil, about how do you enter values into an array? And I went one step further, and I went and displayed values from the array. And yeah. Now, the next thing that they can do, Nabil, Chantal, and Luke, is that we can go and add my values in the array, right? I can add the values into an array. Total is equal to 0, right? So that's another thing that we may want to do. So I'm going to take that out. This is another hint or a clue in terms of programming. We like to work out the total of values. Total plus grade subscript I. This is also another concept in programming that is tested very often. We want you to calculate the total, or instead of total, we'll say we want you to calculate the average. The only way you can calculate the average is if you find the Nabil, Luke, Chantal, Camacho. Camacho's here. Hey, Sitembiso's here. Yay. Talk to me. Hello.
Find the average.
Yeah, if you want to find the average, how do you find the average?
The total divided by the number.
Correct, right? So the total is total, right? Let's do a build and run here. Let's do a build and run. Oops, total. Oh, I didn't declare that. Right, I didn't declare total. Int total, right? Build and run. Yay, it seems to be working. Nabil, let's take some easy values. 40 plus 10 is 50, plus 5 is 55, plus 5 is 60, 60 plus 40 is 100. Yay! Nabil, check that out. The total is 100.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Where's my clap?
The reactions don't work.
Oh man, yeah. Okay,
See, I
never
sent
mind.
one, doesn't work.
Oh man, okay, never mind. Clap then. Unmute and you can clap your hands. Okay. Chantal? Oh, thank you. Chantal, is it working? Is it 100? Hello?
Yes, it is.
Okay, it's 100, right? So can you see, this is how I calculated the total. Total is equal to total plus grade, and it's done within the loop. Now, if I want to calculate the average is equal to total. What did you say, Nabil?
Divided by the number of elements.
which is numels, right? Right. By the way, I like putting my curly brackets out here. I don't know about you guys, even if it's one line. You don't have to, but I like to put it in. It's just me being obnoxious. Right. And I like to indent it a little bit too. If you watch my videos, indenting means pushing it from the margin, right? Now let me build and run. Nabil, can I do that? Build and run?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, build and run. Oops, error, average was not declared in the scope.
You need to declare average first.
Thank you. So let's go and declare average. Average, right? Let's build and run. Build and run. Please enter in a rand value. So let's take 20 plus 10, which is 30, plus 20, which is 50, plus another 30, which is 80, plus another 20. Oops, it's not giving me the output over there. Nabil? Nabil?
Yeah, it's giving you the total.
Yeah, but not the output. Why not? Luke? Chantal? I can't see the other people, so I don't know.
It's not giving the average, but it
Yes,
will
why
somehow-
not?
I have no idea.
Is it not the processing stage?
Okay, let's think about a program. A program has three things I told you, right? Input,
Yeah.
processing, and
Output.
Output.
yeah. Why did it give me the value of total?
So
Oh, because in the output it's still
we have
total.
not
We
given
need to change it to
any
average.
average.
Yeah, Chantal's correct. Well done, Chantal. We haven't asked for the output, right? So I need to put the output out there. The average is average. Got that, Luke?
Yes, sir.
Ask and thou shalt receive. If you don't ask, like, see, Luke asked for the lesson in Zoom, so that's how you got it, right? So if you don't ask to output the value of average, he's not going to output the value of average, right? So let's go and build and run again. Build and run, build and run. Give me array subscript 0. It's running now. The lines for input 10 plus 20, which is 30, plus another 10, which is 40, plus another 10, which is 50, plus 50, which should be 100. And the average on that, in Nabil?
20.
Yes, you're right. There we go. It says the average is 20. All right. So let's see how I started this program, Nabil. I said, or you told me that you wanted to find the maximum of elements in an array. I said, okay, we've answered that. Then you said you wanted to, correct me if I'm wrong, Nabil, you wanted to enter values into the array. I said, fine, I'll do
Yeah.
that. After I entered the values, I said, I want to see what those values are. So then I did the output and I displayed the values in the array. Then I said, okay, fine, we've done that. Let's do some more computation on this. And what I did was I went and found the total and I displayed the total. Then I displayed, I said, oh, I've got the total. Let me go and calculate the average. Now I can go and find a past year paper from all the past year papers I've given you. And I promise you, Nabil, I can take a bet with you. From the 5 past year papers or 6 past year papers, at least one of those papers will have the concept of total or average. I guarantee you that. I promise you. I can take a bet, and I'm not a gambling man, and I only take bets that I can win. Right? Okay.
Okay, cool on that one.
Right. Do you have another question related to arrays? In fact, we did quite a bit over here. We've defined an array. We've entered values into the array. We've did a processing, a computation on all the elements of the array. And we displayed the elements of the array. We found the total, we found the average. Plus we did the maximum and the minimum on the array. Wow, quite a bit for 40 minutes.
Yeah, I found something else that first time I'm ever seeing in programming.
Which is
Struct.
a struct. Okay, structs. You need to get to grips in terms of the program and understanding what an array is for you to go on to structs. You want me to give you a quick question on a quick program on structs?
Yes, please.
Okay. Luke, are you okay with that? Chantal, Luke?
More than okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, let's do a struct. Hey, Nabil is really testing to see if I'm worth my salt, worth Noval's programs. Nabil, you're testing me out, Nabil?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, that's okay, that's all right.
What is a struct, by the way?
Okay. Firstly, you need now a struct. For you to understand what a struct is, you need to know what the array concept is, right? An array, I told you, are you able to see my screen, Introduction to Programming?
Yeah.
It's the study guide. Nabil?
Yeah, it's displaying.
Okay, great.
Yes, it is displaying.
Okay, so I just want to take it to a struct now, right? An array, in an array, all the elements are the same. Did you notice that every single element in the array was an integer?
Yeah.
Right. Now in a struct, it's similar to the array, but I can have different fields in there, right? So for instance, if I'm looking at, let me go to structs right now, think of it as a record. So I'm going to have, like the example that they have in the textbook or in your study guide, so it goes right to the end. Let me just take it all the way to the structs. It's right at the end. Right, there we go. Right, so a struct is lesson 28. Can you see how far I'm jumping, Nabil?
Mm.
If this was an array, I can only have integers. I can only have char. I can only have price. But in a struct, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 different fields in there. This is a record. A shirt is a record. Each shirt has a size, a style, and a price. So this data structure will have fields in it, right? So size, you can consider that as a field, and this field will have a data type associated with it. Style is also a data type, and it will have char, it's data type of char. Price is a field, and the data type is float. So there's my one record. If I want to access that record, I got to access it by its name and its field. So in this case, shirt 1 is of type shirt. And inside shirt, I have a field called size. So it's shirt 1, full stop, size. Shirt 1, full stop, style. Shirt 1, full stop, price. So here, I'm going to copy this quickly. This would be, I'm going to take this into code blocks. By the way, I have a video on structs in YouTube somewhere there, Nabil. Right, so let's open up a new project. New project, console application, C++, shirt struct, right? Finish. Nabil, you should be seeing my code blocks.
Yeah, it's code blocks display.
Okay, code blocks, right? What, aren't I a fast typist, Nabil?
Yeah, paste works nice.
Luke, aren't I a fast typist, Luke? Chantal?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm a fast typist, right? Okay. Chantal, what did you say?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay, but you do agree that I'm a fast typist, Chantal?
I agree.
Thank you, Chantal, right? So I'm trying to save you all some data and save your time as well. So let's go and do a build and run. build and run. Enter the size of the shirt. Now the size of the shirt, what's its size? 32, it's an integer, right? Enter the style of the shirt, either A, B, or C. I don't know what that means. Style A, right? Enter the price of the shirt, 100 Rand. And that's how you enter values into the struct. Can you see that, Nabil? How do I?
Yeah,
Huh?
I do see that.
Right, you do see that. Now let me go, and if I want to display values from a struct, I do the very same thing. Watch how fast I can type. Am I a fast typist or what? Nabil, am I a fast typist?
Yeah, you are.
Let's see. Nabil, can you see what I'm doing, Nabil? I'm just
Yep.
changing my C ins to C outs. Right? And price. And so what the concept out here is, if I want to access the element of a struct, I need the struct name and the struct field name. So let's do a build and run. Enter the size of the shirt. What's your size, shirt size, Nabil?
Small.
Okay, small, which is size 30, right? The shirt size is going to be integer, so I can't put on a small, right? Right, next time you're the programmer, you need to sort that out. US size style C, I don't know what that means, maybe casual, right? Price of the shirt, oh, you're very expensive, 1,000 rands, right? Now it's going to display all of that, and hopefully it'll work. Yeah, size of the shirt is 30, style of the shirt is C, price of the shirt is 1,000 rands. Give myself a clap because Nabil, I can't see him, and he says the reactions are not working. Nabil, you get it?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Right. So
Okay.
to summarize, a struct is a data structure that allows me the opportunity to enter in more than one type of data in it. Think of it as a record with a number of fields in it. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, Luke.
If you click on view on the top right and you choose side by side gallery, you'll be able to see the claps. The reaction.
Oh, where's that? Thank you, thank you. Who's talking to me?
It's Luke, sir.
Luke, thank you, Luke. Where's it? See, I don't even know where this, I need to see the claps now. Luke.
No, I don't think you can see it if you're sharing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We can
Doesn't
give you a
matter.
clap once you stop sharing. We can give you a clap.
Oh, okay, then I have to stop sharing. Now. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm sorted now. So I have audio, Luke, to everyone. And the meeting is now streaming. So where do I see? I've got several other participants, more. Okay, doesn't matter. I know y'all gave me a clap.
If you click view to the top,
View.
top right. I don't know. I'm using Windows, but on Windows on the top right there's a view. You choose gallery view.
Okay, yeah, this is like my third or fourth time I'm using Zoom. I've got to play around with this a little bit more. I normally listen to, but I take your word for it that I got a clap from you. I take my word for your word for it, right?
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much, Luke. Right. So, Nabil, does it answer your question about structs, Nabil?
Yeah, it does. Now I know at least what a struct is and how it
Right.
works.
Assignment 2, very important, very important, structs, right?
Yeah.
I also have it on, if you just Google structs out here, structs. Okay, I'll just send me a WhatsApp. You've got me on WhatsApp and I'll reply to you, right, about the structs.
Okay.
That's somewhere here I've got your structs. I did it some years ago. That will tell you how many years I'm doing this program. So Fun, simple. There we go. There we go. Structs. Right? Nabil?
Your screen isn't sharing, eh?
Oops. Not sharing that screen. Sorry. Thank you. So let me go and find that. Oopsie. And share screen. That's the one. Now, Nabil, are you able to see it?
Yeah, now I can see.
Right. I'm sure after this, I'm going to have 94 views, right, Nabil?
I will be one of them.
Right. Thank you. Luke, I'm going to have 95 after that. Luke?
For
Hello?
sure, sir.
Hello? Luke?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, because y'all are going to watch that, right? Let me share that. Let me copy that. And I'm going to put that in the chat. Alt-H, it was Alt-H was the chat. Right? So there's my, oops. I'm sure after I play around with this, I'm going to learn how to do, right? There's my chat. Control V. Right? Start video. Oh, I don't have the pointing figure. Sitten Biso, I didn't hear from you. I'm sorted now. I had to configure in the Zoom app. Okay. And Chantal, right. How do you pronounce it? K-O-K-Z-A, Koksa. Right? Okay. I'll put my video on for a little while. You can see me here. Yay. Da-da-da-da. Hey, my background works. I tried that out. Oh, and you see my name. Okay, there I'm showing off that I got a PhD. Okay, yeah, right. 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 I normally change my name out there. Right? Okay.
Lol.
Thank you, Luke. Yay. And Chantal, oh, that's a pretty photo of Chantal with a yellow top and a skirt, and she's sitting and she's posing out there. And Luke is, Luke's got a ceiling fan and he's using his earphones. And Sitten Bisho, I'm not sure if it's a photograph or it's, oh, you put it off. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I hope you learned something. It was worth an hour of your Friday night with me. I'll record this and oh, look at the background. He's in outer space. Sitten Bisho. Whoa! I also like that background. I also like that. Oh, now we know how Nabil is. Yay, that's Nabil. Oh, Keenan Potter. Keenan Potter. Hi, Keenan Potter. Keenan Potter, are you there? Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Bye. Please submit assignment 1, Chantal. Nabil, Luke, assignment 2 is due end of the month. All right?
Thank you.
Okay. I hope you learned something.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. Bye, Sitten Bisho. Bye, Keenan. Bye, Nabil. Bye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Where do I stop recording now? Recording, stop. Oh, there we go. Right. Stop the recording. Yeah.